Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. Okay, so today we will continue to chapter 8, which is testing of semiconductor device. Alright, so in this topic we will cover how we want to test diode, how we want to test tanah diode, and also Zener diode. Alright, so semiconductor device, there are two types of semiconductor device, okay, which is we can categorize as bipolar and unipolar semiconductor. Okay, apa yang dimaksudkan dengan bipolar? Bipolar semiconductor ni adalah device yang mana dia punya flow tu depends on the charge carrier across forward or reverse bias of PN junction. Okay, for example, in an NPN bipolar transistor, okay, the flow of electronic across the reverse bias collector base junction is controlled by the forward bias base emitter junction. Okay, so as electron is moved into the base, some recombine with holes, but the majority diffuse across the base and are swept up by the collector. Okay, so for bipolar selalunya contoh-contoh yang menggunakan konsep bipolar semiconductor adalah contohnya adalah seperti diodes, transistor. Alright. So contoh selalu kalau kita awak tengok transistor kat sini, kita ada NPN, which is kita selalu ada kat sini NPN, and which is the flow of current will be depends on the electron flow and depends on the base collector and also emitter. Alright, so for unipolar is a device that only depends on the magnetic carrier for current flow, and the current is controlled by electrostatic field. Okay, for example, between the gate source and the gate and substrate. Okay, so contoh semiconductor device that use unipolar concept is the FET field effect transistor, or MOSFET, CMOS, logic, and others some linear IC. Okay, so antara punca-punca mengapa semiconductor device ni selalu berlaku kerosakannya, kalau kita tengok yang pertama sekali misalnya contohnya adalah dia disebabkan daripada kilang ataupun during manufacturing process. Okay, so failure ni selalu akan menyebabkan semiconductor device ni fail to operate, so that it if we put it in the circuit, it will become short circuit or open circuit. Okay, so other causes that the causes that makes semiconductor device failure is failure caused by misuse or by bad handling during assembly or test. Okay, so salah guna ataupun cara penggunaan yang salah bagi semiconductor device tersebut, ataupun if we exceed the value of voltage or current or power that are given to the semiconductor device, it also will cause the semiconductor device to fail or to be operate. Okay, for example, if the threshold of the voltage of the diode is 3 volt, but we give it the voltage to the diode is 5 volt, so exceed the limit of the diode, so it will cause the diode to be failure to operate in normal operation. Alright. Another one is about the electrical interface. Electrical interface juga merupakan salah satu punca mengapa berlakunya failure di dalam semiconductor device. Okay, contohnya voltage surge carried along the mains lead caused by switching of heavy machine or relay often cause breakdown of semiconductor junction. Alright, so saya nak tunjuk how we want to test our semiconductor device. Okay, so first we want to look at the diode. Okay, so diode, this is our diode, right? So in diode we have cathode and anode, is it right? Okay, so kita semua balik. Diode ada dua cara kita nak test diode. Okay, so diode yang first kita boleh menggunakan ohmmeter. Okay, yang second kita boleh menggunakan digital multimeter. Okay, so what is the minimum voltage of a diode to be operated? Okay, so for normal diode, usually we need minimum voltage 0.7 volt for diode to be operated. Alright, so diode, apa ini diode? Which is diode ini adalah satu device of semiconductor which is its conduct direct current in one direction only. Okay, so it can be in the forward bias or in the reverse bias. Okay, so if they operate in forward bias, okay, in forward bias, also, okay, so sorry, okay, so in forward bias, okay, in forward bias, the diode akan behave yang mana, kalau nak senang faham, the resistance of the diode adalah rendah apabila di dalam keadaan forward bias. Tapi bila di dalam keadaan reverse bias, dia punya the value of the resistance of the diode will be high. Okay, so when we use the ohmmeter to measure or to testing diode, so we can know the value of the resistance. Alright, okay, so apabila dalam keadaan reverse forward bias, okay, so kalau kita ada dua test lead dekat ohmmeter, okay, so the ohmmeter, for example kita ada 1, 2 test lead. Okay, so 1, 2 which is akan sambung kepada diode, kan? Oh, sorry, I think I have the figure. Alright, so this one, right? Okay. Okay, so apabila kita ada positive test lead yang daripada ohmmeter, kita sambungkan kepada anode, and then negative test lead of the meter kita connected to the cathode. Okay, so diode tu akan dalam keadaan forward bias. Okay, contohnya seperti dalam gambar rajah yang ni. Okay, so dia berada di dalam keadaan forward bias. Okay, so bila dia berada dalam forward bias, tadi saya cakap kalau dia dalam keadaan forward bias, the value of the resistance akan rendah, kan? So bila dia value of the resistance akan rendah, okay, so kalau kita terbalikkan pula test lead bagi test lead bagi ohmmeter. Alright, test lead bagi ohmmeter, so ohmmeter tu akan memberi bacaan resistance yang mana the value of resistance which is R sama dengan satu bacaan yang tinggi. So bila bacaan of resistance tu tinggi, kita terbalikkan lead of the ohmmeter tadi, so itu menunjukkan diode tu berada di dalam keadaan reverse bias. Okay, so bila kita tahu which is keadaan dalam forward ataupun reverse bias, so kita boleh tentukan which lead of the diode will become cathode and anode. Alright, so kalau kita menggunakan ohmmeter, kita hanya boleh measure the value of resistance bagi diode tersebut. Okay, so gambar raja saya tunjuk tadi sebenarnya salah ni. Ini adalah gambar raja bagi digital multimeter. So saya tak ada contoh bagi gambar raja bagi ohmmeter. Alright. So ohmmeter tadi nak senang kita ingat, bila ohmmeter dia akan measure the value of resistance, and then dia akan bagi the indication of value of resistance. Okay, so bila resistance dia rendah means that dia dalam keadaan forward bias. Apabila resistance dia tinggi, dia dalam keadaan reverse bias. Okay. Okay, another one, kita boleh test diode dengan menggunakan digital multimeter. Okay, so kalau kat digital multimeter, kalau perhatikan dekat dalam gambar raja ni, ini adalah contoh digital multimeter. Okay, so there is function. Kat sini kita boleh measure ammeter, which is kita boleh measure current. Okay, kat sini kita boleh measure voltage. Design kita boleh measure resistance. Okay, so yang bestnya, specialnya dekat digital multimeter, dia ada special button. Kalau orang nampak kat sini, ada di mana dia boleh test bagi diode. Okay, so kita boleh pusingkan dia punya button tu kepada gambar raja diode. So means dia akan automatically dia boleh test, measure diode punya voltage. Okay, apabila kita punya positive lead bagi digital multimeter ni, okay, yang ni, okay, kita sambungkan kepada anode, and then negative lead of the digital multimeter yang warna berhitam ni, kita sambungkan kepada cathode. Okay, apabila diode ni dia berada dalam keadaan yang baik, dia multimeter tu should be display a value in the range between 0.55 to 0.9 volt. Okay, so typically it should be show 0.7 volt. Okay, so different type of diode will be give different time indication of the voltage. Alright. So apabila dia beri bacaan macam ni, maksudnya dia diode tu berada di dalam keadaan forward bias. Okay, so next, apabila kita terbalikkan test lead dia ni, kalau yang tadi kita nampak merah sambung kepada anode, right? Okay, so apabila terbalikkan dia pula, merah ni kita sambungkan kepada cathode, dan juga hitam kita sambungkan kepada anode. Okay, so apabila diode ni akan menjadikan circuit tu berada dalam open circuit. Okay, so means tak ada connection. Okay, so apa yang digital multimeter ni ukur adalah sebenarnya dia ukur bacaan internal voltage yang across internal voltage bagi digital multimeter tu sendiri. Okay, so typically the value of will be between 2.55 to 3.5 volt. Okay, so if the value is between 2.5 to 3.5 means that the diode is in term of the reverse bias. Alright, so I think all of you will understand this one. Okay, so kita recall balik. So diode we can test either by using ohmmeter and also by using digital multimeter. So kalau ohmmeter tadi kita boleh tahu dia punya the value of resistance. If the value of resistance is low, means that the diode will be is in the forward bias, and if the value of resistance is high, means that the diode is in the condition of reverse bias. Okay, so next, if you using digital multimeter, so if the test lead is the red is connected to the anode, and then another one is connected to the cathode. Okay, and then the value is between 0.5 to 0.9 volt. 0.5 to 0.9 volt means that the diode is in forward bias. Okay, so if we opposite the leads and the indication is between 2.5 to 3.5 volt, means that the diode is in the term of reverse bias. Alright. Okay, another one. Okay, so how about if we have a defective diode? Okay, so if we have a defective diode, okay, so it can be either in the diode will become is open circuit or closed circuit in both direction. Okay. So the first cases, if you look at this figure, okay, it's more common and it is mainly caused by the internal damage of the PN junction due to the overheating. Means that there is some issue in the internal of the diode. Okay, disebabkan oleh masalah overheating. Okay, so kalau dia berada bacaan dia, kalau awak nampak kat sini, yang leads itu merah sama kepada anode, hitam kepada sama cathode ataupun both direction, the indication is 2.9 volt or higher, means that there is some problem between in the internal of the diode. Okay, so what happen apabila dua direction either in cathode and anode, it still shows the value of voltage is 0 volts. Okay, okay, so it's maybe there is some the diode is in defective condition. Okay, sometimes a failed diode may not exhibit a complete short circuit. It means that 0 volt, but it's a pure resistive diode. Okay, so the measure ada certain value. Okay, in which case the meter reads the same resistance in both direction. For example, it's dia baca dalam 1.5 volt. Okay, so dalam both direction the value of resistance still the same, means that the diode still in ada masalah pada diode ataupun diode tu berada dalam keadaan yang rosak. Okay, so apabila awak menggunakan ohmmeter, okay, beberapa perkara yang perlu awak ambil tahu adalah diode ni dia mempunyai different forward resistance yang berbeza apabila kita menggunakan different types of ohmmeter. So beware about that. Okay, another one, when we checking the diode with ohmmeter, one end of the diode kita mestilah disconnect from the circuit, as in circuit measurement are seriously disturbed by the presence of low value of shunt resistance if present in the circuit. Means that we need to cabut diode tu daripada circuit. Okay, another one is the forward resistance of germanium diode is much less than that of the silicon diode. Okay, macam saya cakap tadi, kalau kita menggunakan diode yang berbeza, ada sama ada kita gunakan germanium ataupun silicon. Okay, so it's we needs to make sure that there is some difference in their reading on the forward bias. Okay, so on digital meter there is usually a test mode. Okay, so if we use silicon diode, the value should be 0.5 to 0.8 volt. Okay, so kalau we use the germanium, it will be 0.2 to 0.4 volt. So it's much lower compared to the if we use silicon diode. Alright, so that's all how we want to test basically how we want to test diode. Okay, I will continue in the next part. Thank you.